I am the former spokesman of Congress and I'm a social activist. I'm also a research cell chairman of the Congress party. But this complaint I'm filing in my personal capacity as someone who is passionate about the cultural heritage of Goa, cultural of Goa. And this is regarding Kala Academy. All of people of Goa must be knowing that there was a complaint filed few weeks back in the vigilance department, sorry, in the anti-corruption branch, and the complaint was closed because the anti-corruption branch of the vigilance does not deal with administrative lapses, sins of omission and commission, and violation of all the other rules. So this is why I have put a fresh complaint in the vigilance department. It's an 8-page complaint that has a list of that is detailed timeline of the entire events that took place. But there are many small issues, but the major issue is on what basis was that tender, was the work awarded to this one particular agency. The government says this is a specialized agency, but the manual for while giving a tender by it is the guidelines for procurement of works by Department of Expenditure, that is Ministry of Finance. It states that they have to give a detailed reason and justification as to why this works have been awarded without tender. In the file notings which are available now on the assembly website, it was asked in the LAQs, there is no justification given for appointing this particular agency. This agency had done one work which is specified in the minutes of the meeting. The works was of Goa Bhavan in Mumbai. If you see Goa Bhavan, I have asked people there, the Goa Bhavan is shut. God knows whether it was complete. I had a tender document of Goa Bhavan. It was not specialized work. It was retrofitting, electrical, plumbing and some other small works. So this is not a specialized work. Any building contractor can do this work. And therefore, when this work was given to this particular agency, that is MS Tectonic Buildcon Private Limited, it was given maybe as a favor, as favoritism, or whether money was exchanged, God knows, that is up to the investigating agency to find out. But one thing is for sure, it was not a specialized, it was not given as specialized work. The rule was used to bypass the tender process. And the second point what I mentioned here was because of the lack of proper audit, the lack of proper estimation, not just financial estimation, even technical and time estimation, and this haphazard way that this work was awarded. This work was supposed to be completed in 1 year, that is 1 year from May 2021. It is now August, end of August. So it's 3 months. It will continue for more than till now 3 months. There's a delay. So how this delay impacts this work? It was supposed to be done, completed before monsoon. Now we are crossing this monsoon season. Whether there will be cost escalation, whether there will be shoddy work done, all these things has to be looked into. My concern, besides the scam, is tomorrow when people go to Kala Academy, it will face even the structure will be even worse than what it was before the tender. So that's why the vigilance department has to look into it. It is very clear that one minister, the former minister of art and culture, Goan Reporter, this was his conspiracy. Whether all cabinet ministers were involved, that is up to the department to find out. I don't think so, because the name of the agency was not mentioned, was not revealed in the cabinet meeting. They had just assumed that it was an unnamed agency. But before that, the art and culture had already specified this agency should get the job. So all these facts have to be taken into consideration, and it has to be properly investigated, because this is a building of such cultural importance to Goa. It is a pride of Goa, of Panjim, and it is used by international people who come there during IFI. That is why we cannot be embarrassed any further. I request the vigilance department and the government to do a fair probe into this and make sure that if these works are shoddy, it should be stopped and given to somebody who has experience in dealing with such valuable heritage kind of buildings. So that's my request, and my hope with this complaint, and I hope that it is investigated properly by the vigilance department.
Who has given this to crime branch? Was he not aware of this?
See, I don't know. I mean, I have great respect for him, for Tamankar. He is obviously in this field for a long time, but maybe because a lot of people is sitting at anti-corruption means even I had put a lot of cases in corruption, anti-corruption branch, thinking it was they investigate corruption issues, but it was only later that I realized that it was more of for if there's an exchange of money done, or those kind of this corruption where there's evidence of exchange of money. Here the evidence lies in the way the procedure has been manipulated and bypassed, and this requires technical expertise. This cannot be investigated by the police because they are not administrative experts. You require that kind of staff to investigate this matter. So that is why I felt that it has to be put again properly in detail so that a fair job can be done.
So the crime branch have closed the case.
Yes, they have closed the case.
Now they have submitted what this.
So they have submitted. What I have received information was the crime branch was supposed to transfer the case to the ACB. That's normally the procedure. So if citizens put complaint in any of the department, it is transferred to the correct department. Here some pressure came that the case has to be closed and not transferred to the technical cell of the vigilance department. So that is why I decided to put directly in the vigilance department so that it goes to the technical cell of the vigilance department.
What the vigilance department said to you?
See, vigilance department, I have spoken there. They said they will look into the matter. I will also follow it up. If they want any documents and all, I will definitely submit it if they need any additional documents. Thank you.